Imagine a world where a crayfish could simply clone itself, with no need for a mate. The marbled crayfish is just such a creature, a genetic marvel that defies the norms of reproduction. Its sudden appearance in the wild has left scientists and nature enthusiasts alike puzzled and intrigued. As we dive into the story of the marbled crayfish, we'll explore its origins, its impact on ecosystems, and the lessons it holds for understanding the complexities of life. Here are the top 10 points you need to know about this extraordinary crustacean. Number 10. A modern-day miracle of cloning. What if I told you there's a crayfish that doesn't need a mate to reproduce? The marbled crayfish is a true phenomenon, a self-cloning species that doesn't follow the usual rules of genetics. It was first discovered in the aquarium trade and quickly made its way into the wild, where it began to spread rapidly. The ability to clone itself has made this crayfish a genetic marvel, challenging our understanding of reproduction and evolution. How could something like this evolve so quickly? Its spread also highlights the ease with which pet store specimens can escape into the wild and establish invasive populations. Number 9. Cloning without limits. Imagine an entire species of crayfish that can reproduce without sexual reproduction, a crayfish that can clone itself indefinitely. The marbled crayfish has no need for a partner. It simply duplicates its genetic material, creating an identical copy. This ability to self-replicate at an astonishing rate has turned this crayfish into a biological anomaly. In the wild, where every individual can become a new colony, the marbled crayfish is both a boon and a threat. Its rapid spread is a testament to the power of cloning in nature, but it also raises concerns about its impact on local ecosystems. Could the marbled crayfish's rapid spread lead to disruptions in food webs and competition with native species for resources? Number 8. The aquarium trade's role in its spread. What if the marbled crayfish's journey to the wild was not through evolution, but through human activity? This remarkable crayfish was first discovered in pet stores and aquarium tanks, where it was sold as an exotic pet. Its unique ability to clone itself made it an instant favorite among hobbyists. However, when these crayfish were released into the wild, either accidentally or deliberately, they began to disrupt local ecosystems. The story of the marbled crayfish is a cautionary tale about the unintended consequences of releasing pets into the wild, one that has far-reaching implications for conservation and biodiversity. The marbled crayfish's invasion also underscores the need for better regulation and education on responsible pet ownership. Number 7. A global invasion. Imagine a crayfish species that's not just limited to one region, but is spreading around the world. The marbled crayfish has been found in multiple countries, from Europe to Africa and beyond. Its ability to reproduce asexually means that once established, it can form dense populations with astonishing speed. The global invasion of this crayfish is a biological phenomenon, rarely seen in nature, raising concerns about its potential to outcompete native species. Could the marbled crayfish one day be found in your local pond? Its rapid spread is a warning to scientists and conservationists alike, underscoring the importance of vigilance and rapid response efforts. Number 6. Impact on native species. What if the marbled crayfish's self-cloning ability made it a formidable competitor in the wild? Its rapid reproduction means that it can quickly establish large populations, leading to competition with native species for food and habitat. This aggressive crayfish is not just a problem for other crustaceans, it threatens the delicate balance of freshwater ecosystems everywhere. As it outcompetes native species for resources, the marbled crayfish could lead to declines in biodiversity and even the extinction of some native animals. Could this be the beginning of a new wave of invasions by self-cloning species in nature? Number 5. Genetic miracles and mismatches. Imagine a crayfish with no genetic diversity. Every individual is a clone. The marbled crayfish's asexual reproduction means that it has no genetic diversity, making it vulnerable to disease and environmental changes. This lack of diversity can be both a weakness and a strength. While it allows the crayfish to spread quickly, it also makes populations susceptible to sudden crashes if a new predator or disease emerges. Could the marbled crayfish's lack of genetic diversity be its downfall? Researchers are studying this species to better understand the implications of asexually reproducing organisms and their resilience to changes in their environment. Number 4. Research and containment efforts. What if scientists could stop the marbled crayfish in its tracks? Researchers are racing against time to understand how to control its spread. From genetic studies to physical removal efforts, scientists are working to contain this invasive species before it causes irreversible damage. New technologies like CRISPR gene editing are being explored to control the crayfish's reproduction, but there's no easy fix. The marbled crayfish's presence highlights the challenges of dealing with invasive species, especially when they reproduce asexually. Will these efforts be enough to curb its spread? The race is on to find effective solutions before the marbled crayfish establishes itself in more ecosystems worldwide. Number 3. Lessons for conservation and management. Imagine a world where one species' survival threatens the whole ecosystem. The marbled crayfish is not just a biological oddity, it's a lesson for conservationists worldwide. Its sudden appearance has forced scientists to rethink how we manage invasive species and protect biodiversity. The marbled crayfish's story illustrates the need for stricter regulations on pet trade and the importance of early detection. As we learn from this invasive species, will we be better prepared to prevent similar situations in the future? The marbled crayfish serves as a stark reminder of how human activities can inadvertently tip the balance of nature. How can we prevent such invasions in the future? Number 2. The unexpected gift of cloning. What if the marbled crayfish's ability to clone itself wasn't just a scientific curiosity, but a gift for understanding biology? Its unique method of reproduction offers insights into the complexities of genetic mutation and adaptation. Scientists are studying the marbled crayfish to learn how asexual reproduction could be harnessed for everything from medicine to agriculture. Could this remarkable crayfish be the key to unlocking new technologies and understanding the mysteries of evolution? The marbled crayfish is more than just a biological anomaly. It's a living laboratory for scientific discovery. What if its story leads us to new ways of preserving biodiversity? Number 1. The future of evolution and cloning. Imagine a world where cloning is not just for pets, but is used to shape entire species. The marbled crayfish's appearance has sparked a debate about the future of evolution. Could cloning become a dominant force in nature, allowing species to evolve without the limitations of traditional reproduction? As scientists study the marbled crayfish, they're forced to ask big questions about the future of life on Earth. Will we see more species adopting asexual reproduction in the future? The marbled crayfish could be a glimpse into the evolutionary future, one where cloning plays a far greater role than ever before. Is this the beginning of a new era in natural selection? Conclusion. The marbled crayfish is more than just an oddity in the natural world. It's a symbol of how quickly nature can change and adapt. Its sudden appearance and rapid spread challenge our understanding of genetics, evolution, and the impact of human activity on ecosystems. As we continue to study this remarkable creature, we're also learning valuable lessons about conservation, biodiversity, and the complex relationship between species and their environments. The marbled crayfish is not just a curiosity, it's a wake-up call for how we manage our world in the future. Thank you for tuning in. If you found this content fascinating and insightful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more engaging stories on the natural world. Stay curious, stay informed, and keep exploring.